we had a look at creating an electronic press kit, or EPK, in Adobe InDesign to create a PDF. And as part of the assignment, you need to make an EPK. It can either be a PDF or a web page. It's up to you. Whichever you think is easier for you, whichever you prefer to make, whichever you feel is more relevant. I think there's still weight in sending PDFs out. It's a portable document, people can view them on their phones, and you can add in links to open up web pages and sort of video, sort of link to YouTube or SoundCloud if you need to. But there's also a good argument for just making a web page. Okay, I'm not going to necessarily cover making web pages fully because there's so many different ways to do it. It's up to you what you choose. If you're making a PDF, I've sort of gone through basic InDesign stuff just because InDesign is professional standard industry software, so it's worth knowing a little bit about it. But if you decide to really just go and make one in something like Word, you know, it doesn't really matter. It's about bringing all your brand elements together, your logo, your artwork, sort of colour palettes, your social media elements, sort of a few sort of ideas of posts, how you would roll that out, images, graphics, things like that. So bring it all together, a little bio as well. If you decide to make a website, I recommend setting up a free account either with Weebly, Wix or WordPress. It's kind of horses for courses, whichever one you like the look of. You've probably all had a bit of experience using WordPress as part of your folio sites, if you're still doing those. And these days Wix is not too bad at all as well, and Weebly is pretty good. They all kind of do pretty much a similar thing, so it's up to you. Okay, whatever you're most familiar with. And then you can make a free web page with those, and you can send me the link to those as part of your assessment hand-in. If you decide to make, you can also make one using Adobe Spark. This is part of your subscription through the university, and there's a few versions of Spark just to be aware of. So Adobe Spark for mobile and web is more for creating social media posts and things like that. You might be able to make the web pages with them. I haven't actually had a go, so it might be worth having a download of it. If you know, it's worth downloading just to make social posts and graphics and things anyway. I think it's very good for that. It's a bit like Canva in that respect. I'm going to use Spark though here to make a web page. So to do it, I'm going through the browser version of the app. Okay, so I think you can definitely make the web through that. And you go to spark.adobe.com, sign in, and you'll have a page similar to this. So I've not really used this a great deal, so I'm kind of going to be doing it as we go, and we'll see how far we get. Okay, see what the limitations are. I'm going to press plus, create a web page. And I'm going to create one for the same brand I was doing yesterday, which is effectively going to be a drag queen DJ called Drunken Disorderly. Is that right? Yeah. There we are. I'll put a subtitle in. That's not great. Breaking rains since. Oops. Okay, that'll do. I wish I was only 30 something, but hey. So that's quite cool, like that. I'm going to add an image now. So if I click on this, add a photo. I'm going to upload an image, and I'm going to use a similar image, same graphics I was using yesterday. So for this brand, Drunken Disorderly, I've already got a logo made. This is going to be a bit too big, so let's just see what happens. Okay, that is too big. That's sort of gone crazy. It's a bit of a background image. I don't necessarily want a background image, so can I undo? I can undo. That's good. I'm going to see what happens if I bring in another smaller image, see if I can use that as a logo. So I'm going to get this image, I'm going to shrink it down to size. So if you're on Mac, this is the way This is a quick and easy way to resize graphics and work with graphics. If you're on Windows, I'm afraid I can't show you that at the minute. I'm not too sure what the best way to do that would be. I haven't used Windows for a while, I'm afraid. So you might be getting pings notifications on this as well. I'm just doing screen recording. So if I double click this logo, it should open up on a Mac anyway in preview. If it doesn't, you can always right click and choose open with. So to resize this, I can go to tools, adjust size, and I can change the size of this. So for web stuff, I normally 96 pixels per inch is fine, normally 72 pixels per inch, but let's shrink this down. Let's go for like, let's make it 100 and yeah, see how that goes. Great, now I'm going to export it as PNG. That's great. Now I'm put it in the right place so I know where it is. That'll do. I'm going to call it small. There we go. Now in theory, come back here, I'll add a photo, upload photo, then it's small, it's still massive. That's funny, isn't it? And there it is. Okay, what if I was to add another photo? So in terms of adding graphics, I don't think it does a great job. Ah, okay, that's probably a better way. So you choose to do it. Now, can I move that around? No, I can't. Okay, I'm going to delete that background image. Well, that's fine. I'll put the logo there instead. Let's just see how this goes. Themes as well. I can choose themes. So I'm going to go for a dark theme. And we'll just see what that does. Oh, it's picked out my... Oh, I've already created a... I might have created a brand already. Okay. So you can just go in and create a brand. I think in that case you end up adding logos and stuff as well. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, brand themes. Switch brands. So I'm gonna... Okay, so I'm in that brand. Let's make it right. Let's just create a new brand from scratch then. So if you go to create brand up in that menu, I must have done this last year and forgotten all about it. Add your brand, you can upload your logo. Brilliant, so let's upload a logo. I'm going to get the big one, because it's high res and it means it's looking good. Great, picking my colour. I'm going to go for some nasty acid green. Great stuff. Looking good. Okay. Well, this is quite handy, isn't it? Choose my font. See what we've got. Part of Adobe, you should have access to all their fonts as well, which is pretty good. I was going to use Futura, which I was using for my main logo, which is cool. Looking nice. Okay, let's go next. One last thing, brand name. Drunken Miss Orderly. Create my brand, and it creates a brand for you, which is pretty nice, isn't it? You can then throw this into all your other stuff. We haven't quite got a team yet, unfortunately, so we can make multiple brands. Great. Skip the talk, fab. Okay, cool. And add another colour in here. Well, this is great. Okay. That's nice. Okie dokie. Add more logos, fonts. The body font I want to be different as well. That should be. Let's go for Acumen Pro. That'll do. Okay. Change the look of your projects. That's great. Okay, I'm done. Let's go back to my web page. If I go switch brands, now I should have I've got two. Oh, that's helpful. That's the one I was using just now. So if we load this in, great, it kind of knows what we're doing, I think. It's got my font now, which is great. Okay, how do I get rid of this now? Okay, so I've made it a brand. Brilliant. I've got my logo down there, which is cool. I think that's great. Okay, can I move this up here? Alright. Now I should be able to do something with that. No, I can't. I've got a photo down there. I want a background photo. Okay, well I could just use sort of some interesting, like my artwork graphics would be a good thing to put in here. So let's go for that. There we go. That's my records. That's part of my brand thing, so that's pretty cool. Go with that. It's DJ after all. So I'm going to switch I just realised I'm going to switch the theme around so it's light. Otherwise I'm going to lose that. There we go. Now I can add some text. Brilliant. So part of the text I was using for my other one yesterday was in... Was it my admin in here? No. Submissions, here we go. So I think I ended up copying some text from this, which I'll do. Come back here. Let's add some text in. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. Yeah, do be aware, sometimes when you're copying and pasting text from different things, you might end up with a bit of weird stuff going on. Now I'm going to add a video. Can I add an embedded video? I can from YouTube. This is perfect. So if I go to YouTube, I'm going to have to use a different browser. So I've just started using Brave browser because it's got really good privacy, and also it mines crypto. You gain crypto rewards. It's really good at blocking ads, and you get to basically end up choosing creators, adverts and content, or crypto adverts, and you get paid in cryptocurrency called basic attention token, or BAT. There you go. Anyway, I'm going to Chrome, so I've got an account in Chrome, which is a sort of drag account, so I'm going to embed the video from here. So to embed a link, we should just be able to go to share, copy that, save. Brilliant. Next thing, I'm going to add a photo grid, so we can bring some photos into this, which is great. Okay, so I've got here an advert for a live stream. Ooh, it's a bit big, isn't it? Can we resize that? That's the question. Oh, this is my grid, so I'm going to upload another photo, I suppose. Let's see what we've got here. Upload another photo. Okay, let's save that. That's now my nice grid of photos. So if you want to add in any press pics, things like that, this is a good way to do it. And finally, I want to add in, this is where it gets tricky, I want to add in some social media links, I suppose. So a button is probably a good way to do it. I'm trying to think. So yeah, if I was to add in Insta, probably put Instagram properly, but if I get my account there, I think it's So to get your Instagram account, obviously just go to instagram.com. I haven't got the other account in the moment, but actually, can I switch account? No, I've only got this one logged in. So just grab your address. It's easy to do that just because you end up getting the proper HTTPS ://www rather than just going instagram.com. Alignment, I guess, send there. Save, let's see what happens. Can I add another button in? Oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to get much control over where that ends up lying. I'll type in, we'll go through YouTube as well, let's see what happens here. Just grab the that as well, I suppose, for now. Is that going to work? No. I'm going to put that there. I can't. Okay. So adding in social things and links isn't so easy. We could just add a link to your... It's kind of okay, it's just you can't really... I want to sort of make a... Alright, if I edit that, let's do that. Edit. YouTube. That'll do for now. I kind of want to see your content. It's kind of what I care about most of all, I guess. So we've got logo, bio, video. We've got the artwork there as a background. You could also add some artwork in here. So if I wanted to come in here, edit grid, add more artwork. I haven't got any album artwork here. I do have, there we go. So my album artwork effectively is going to be these records. That's good, that's good. Okay, I love it. You love to see it. That's doing... Is there anything else we need to... And you can put social media post elements in there as well. It would make sense if you've got some of those. You've got artwork, logo. It's all in one happy little page. Okay, what happens then if we come here and present it? I've got a feeling that now, how we actually export that and so I can see it, that's going to be something to think about and consider. So here we go, so this is how it would work as a web page. It's not ideal, but I mean if you're, I think probably get more out of making a PDF in some ways, so follow that story, but in terms of making a quick web page, I think this is pretty good. So I'm going to consider this an option if you want to do that. Now, how do I share that? Publish and share link. So I can upload that. I think that gets uploaded to my Adobe account. Now, we might need to get one of you to test your own lifestyle. I don't want to be featured. Let's create a link. So let's see what happens. Now I've got a feeling this might all be part of the mobile app as well. So if I copy that, right, it's just made a page for me on the Adobe site. So what I need you to do is just test that would work for you guys. So that's there, it's online, Spark Adobe, brilliant. I've done it, that's my own web page. And if I share that link, or you add that link into your assessment, that will be good enough for me. I've got any other options? You can email it as well. Oh, it's not just sharing the link. Okay. Are there any other options to publishing? No, that's fine. I mean, yeah. If you're able to publish then using your accounts with the university, do so. I mean, that's going to work great. I'm happy with that. Okay, I hope that made sense. Any questions? Email me. Thank you very much. Bye.